I am so sorry. This was unexpected. Thought it wasn't starting until an hour from now. It should be starting any minute. And this gives me time to do this. Where'd it go? There it is. Yep, that's game capture. I meant to do this one. Yeah, this one. Right there. Now you guys should be able to see it. Hello. Hello.
I came back from school like 10 minutes ago.
Damn. Talk about good timing on your end.
Yeah. Hmm. I'm gonna prepare myself a cold drink because I
What?
placed
That's a good idea.
I, I placed the what is called uh orange orange jade. Is it how it's spelled? They placed in the fridge, so I'm going to have a cold drink.
Okay.
Oh, and I have a pack of chips actually.
Oh yeah, I definitely get that.
Yeah, I'm gonna open them when the stream starts.
All right.
Because it says it should start 2 minutes ago, but we all know what it's gonna be. It's going to be probably in
Another
half an hour
15 minutes.
or something like that. Yeah. So
Last time they did it was because they were at Pack East, so they probably had delays because of that.
maybe.
Their emotes suck. Why don't they have Dead by Daylight emotes? I know I'm on
Oh,
YouTube, but still, come on.
maybe they're too lazy to add them.
Nope, I'm not signing in. Not while I have it shared. Oh, starting.
Oh,
No,
okay.
never mind.
Never mind. Starting soon.
Starting soon.
What should I expect? Okay, I'm gonna go grab chips for a second.
La 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 da da. Na na da da da.
I'm back.
Bum 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 bum.
To be honest, when normally I don't enjoy like cold stuff, like um spicy stuff,
Yeah,
I like chips when they're spicy, but only a bit.
you'll get used to the spicy.
I mean, it's like chili and lime flavored. I like it.
Oh, I
Hmm.
paused it on accident.
PPTV is released in 1 hour, so it's gonna be probably a stream for 40 50 minutes, and then they will release it, I
Yep.
would guess. Perfect timing for Polish people.
Because I didn't know it was happening like right now. I wasn't prepared, so I'm kind of doing everything at the last minute.
Um, when when we are both gonna like download the PTB, we are gonna go to custom mode, and I'm still in the first game as a killer. I'm still in it.
All right.
I'm 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 the first one.
Okay. Alright, I put a couple more tags in for these next couple of streams I'm going to be doing. I put FNAF and Five Nights at Freddy's.
Oh,
Because,
yeah,
you know, it's going to be a big thing.
yeah.
Oh
Well,
shit, listen to that.
damn.
Is that
Wait,
spring
this
traps?
actually. Wait a minute. I think didn't I hear it somewhere on YouTube? It's
It,
very similar.
dude, just to let you know, Dead by Daylight actually likes content. People making fan made stuff. All
Oh,
right,
they
now
want fan-made
one of the
content.
fan made things that I'm currently watching by Pixel Bush is a second coming of Evil Dead. You know, Ash Williams is already in the game, but we want a full chapter, is what he's trying to do. So he's explaining, then he's going to give us the perks, the killer, and
Okay,
other
listen to the
survivors.
music. Listening to the music. Yeah.
Da,
Oh,
da, da, da.
actually, if that's gonna be a FNAF, I'm not gonna be too much disappointed.
I'm
I
not going to
expect
be too surprised
that
myself. I need to get rid of the chat. That is very distracting. God damn it.
my girlfriend
There we
just
go.
said that she looks like a homeless person.
She looks like a homeless person. Bum, 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 bum.
She told me that she's going to church to name a child or something, and I have no idea.
What the
I don't
hell?
know Christian.
She's naming it?
I mean, confirmation. I need to give my sister name and last name for my priest. No idea.
Okay, I'm going to run a. Never mind, I can't run an ad at the moment. Bum, 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 bum. I like how they go from acoustic to metal or rock.
Do you think there's going to be some like crazy stuff in a year? It's gonna be like the 10th anniversary.
Dude, to be quite honest, if we don't get Jason by the 10th anniversary, I'll be very disappointed.
I mean, do we need Jason? We have a rapist tracker.
Unfortunately, yes. I don't want a replacement. I want
I think
the actual
I think
character.
I think it all depends on if they get a license or not, because getting a license is not that easy thing to do. I mean, to be honest, I'm surprised they got FNAF license. Like
I'm
that
not.
license
Dude,
is
Scott loves it when people gives the attention to one of his favorite projects that he
okay.
created.
Okay,
He
okay.
wasn't expecting it to get as big as it did. Like, no joke. Even I didn't. When I first saw it, I was like, oh, it's going to be one of those short-lived games, 15 minutes of fame. No, it's been almost 10 years.
I mean, it was 10 years because I'm gonna say the plot it was very well thought. Like there's too well thought, and the gameplay was too well thought, like secrets and stuff like that,
Yeah,
lore, whatever.
the lore
There
was
was so
got
many
me.
yeah, like there was so many things to do. I mean, I didn't read it, but there's so many things to do in FNAF that before you get all things from one, there's another game coming out, or movie, or
It used to be
chapter, or
like
else.
like 2 or 3 games would come out every year. Now he's taking a sweet ass time because he's got an actual game developer to make these games. That's why it took so long for Security Breach and Help Wanted 2 to come out.
I mean, Help Wanted and Security Breach are everything good, honestly. Yeah, like, though, um, I'm still thinking, like, what happened to the William after he got burned as a burn trap? Did he already, like, he can't die because his most famous line, I always come back when it works.
I
I'm pretty,
always come back.
yeah, so he should come back, but I don't know where. Maybe I don't know. Scott decided that Born Trap, after the Born, is going to the end of the realm, and he will come back in the game, Dead by Daylight, and then die again.
That's the thing. Some people theorize that the movie version of William Afton was pulled in by the entity right before he got fatally wounded. And I kind of agree with that because he's moving around without being in pain from what we saw from the last anniversary stream that they had, right?
I mean, it's not bloody. That's what we need to know.
Well, let's hope that his legendary outfit has
To
a
be
bloody
honest,
prestige outfit because he'd be the first.
I mean, to be honest, I don't like the Miffy. Like, I don't like the Miffy costume. I would
I
prefer
didn't.
to
I
play
didn't
as.
like them much either, but hey, we're with it
I
now.
would like to play. I would like to play as Glitch Trap, or normal
Dude, if we don't get Glitch Trap in this, I'll be extremely surprised.
same. Like Glitch Trap is, I think, the second most known
Mm-hmm.
animatronic when it comes to William
Yeah,
Afton
he was
and
in Help
Born.
Wanted.
Like people talk either about Springtrap or Glitch Trap, and Scrap Trap and Born Trap. They are not really that well known, so I think we should get Glitch Trap for sure. I'm not sure about the other costumes though, because like um
It's on.
yeah,
We're here.
I can open my
We're
chips
back.
now.
We're here. We're
I'm
live
opening them.
in Montreal. We're live in our studio, in our brand new studio. In the studio.
It's new.
Who dat?
Oh, their table's a pallet.
That is a palette.
We said it at the same time.
You know, you recognize this, but also not a picture frame. That is actually a video screen. We're not going to make use of it today because we literally just got it installed. Streams in the future. We're going to be having a lot of fun with a lot of these.
He looks nervous.
But really excited for us
He
to
keeps
have
twitching.
resources
He's
in
nervous.
our own
I
studio
think
in
if he fucks
Montreal,
this
so we
up,
can do more stuff
it
here.
will be very
Videos that you
harm
do
to the
all
game.
time,
No,
whatever.
just his
So
reputation.
yes, hello, welcome. There are a lot of you out there.
The
Thank you
game
for
as
joining
well.
us. This is actually our second live stream of the month of May. Earlier, we were at PAX East in
If he's
Boston, where also a
Pushing
bunch
maybe
of
the
people showed up
chapter
in
is not that
person,
good,
which was
and he's
an
scared.
incredible delight to meet
Hey,
some of the
Gage.
viewers online names.
How's it
And
going?
cam it up.
Check it out.
It's pretty fun.
The
So
FNAF
we just
reveal
wanted to thank you for that.
shit.
That, you know, was our first big live event in a long
My
time.
first
No one
update.
showed up, so hopefully that means we can do more. And the only negative of that event, we were not joined by Dork.
Dork.
Due to these issues.
It was really sad to be watching from the sidelines, but the hype in that room was electric. So, like even being at home, but just rooting you guys, that was just amazing.
Nice.
So
Congratulations.
I truly hope that maybe in the future
happened?
I'll be able to meet you guys.
Hokage is about to graduate.
But for now, let's get
Let's
into
go.
today's live stream, which we're talking about part 2 of our anniversary live stream with the Dead by Daylight Five Nights at Freddy's official live stream. And today, especially at PAX, you guys got a little taste about what was coming with this chapter. But
Yeah,
now,
unfortunately, y'all were in a schedule, so couldn't say much. Now that they're going to.
App, now they're getting the full pizza.
Yeah, the full pizza.
So if you are
Yeah,
new
appetizer.
to Dead by Daylight, which I suspect some of you are, there are a lot of people here. I'm looking at the wrong camera. Hello.
Look at the wrong
If you're
camera.
new to Dead by Daylight, I just want to quickly explain what's going on today. We're doing our stream.
All right.
obviously, and
Well, I mean,
generally we try to
I
do
hope you
these,
have a good
we
time.
have either
Take your
release
time over there.
Yeah,
Have
yeah.
some fun. This is the only time you're ever going to graduate from school.
If you don't know what
High
the
school.
PTE
Yeah, have
is,
fun.
Public test battle. Flipping nuts. What it is a test tool for us on the development team, and truly, it's a chance for us to get the build out.
I'm
early,
leaving for 1
find
minute
some
to get
rough
my
edges,
drink.
anything
Be
that
right
might
back.
not be working,
Okay.
get it up to gear, up to snuff for the full release, which is coming on June 17th. So I just wanted to set the stage for you in case you didn't know what PTB is, because we'll mention it a few times. But that is planned to go live as soon as we wrap up the show here today. If you're
Oh,
planning
fuck.
to
I hope I didn't miss
stay
anything.
tuned. All right, so
Yeah, I
Five
got
Nights at
mine
Freddy's
ready.
is our most requested chapter of all time. You have wanted this for a
No
long
shit
time.
we did.
FNAF fans have wanted it for a long time. DVD fans have wanted it for a long time. I have wanted it for a long time. Now it's actually happening. So let's not delay any longer. We'll show you what's coming in the show today with the run of show.
Oh,
So,
fuck.
we're gonna kick things off with a
Microphone,
Oh,
segment that
stay.
we've been
they are
waiting for,
starting.
Five Nights at
They are
Freddy's
starting
gameplay, playing
very
as
hard.
Springtrap. And helping us out, we're
The
gonna have
final
Jacob
Twisted
Rizzo back with us
Masquerade?
to talk about Springtrap's gameplay, but also the Freddy
Creator
Fazbear's
program?
Pizza map.
What?
Yes, and then next I'll be joined on the couch with Justin Banks, who's going to break down this year's anniversary event and show us everything's going to be happening for this last Twisted Masquerade. Then we'll have a new face on the couch, which is going to be Hollis from the product team, who's going to be running through the latest collections that'll be rolling into the fog here in a couple of months. And then after that, Eric and I will be back on the couch to talk about the Dead by Daylight Creator Program, which I know a lot of our content creators out there are at the edge of their seats waiting to hear news about, so stay tuned.
And we also have another thing to share with you that is new. Maybe you saw it in your news yesterday in the game. Little spoiler. We're going to be talking about the extremely cool new Dead by Daylight stats tracker that's coming up.
Oh,
where you can
shit.
look at your in-game stats and progress as you play.
Yes, I cannot
Finally.
wait to see how
I
many
needed
times
C.
I've died.
Yeah.
After that, well, obviously, it's going to be wouldn't be a Dead by Daylight live stream without having some Twitch drops. And we're going to have 3 amazing Twitch drops for players to go ahead and redeem on Twitch. So make sure you're looking at the
I have all of
and
these,
the QR code to go ahead and make sure you're linking your behavior
and I
account
can't
to the
figure out how to
the
change
first
my
Dead by
behavior
Daylight
account to my
update
current
that
account,
will
which is
begin.
fucking annoying.
But maybe Eric, you want to tell us what
I'm
we're
gonna get your stream
I
open in
do,
my second
although
window,
I don't
so I
know
can
that it
be
matches what's in the image. So we have 3 drops for you, but actually the first drop is a combo. You're going to get blood points as well as a smiling clown badge. Sorry, I don't. What I have written down versus what's in that image are not the same thing. So we're going to put it together. Smiling clown badge, 200,000 blood points bundled together for watching 1 hour. A clown den banner for watching 3 hours, and a pin the tail on the Maurice charm for anyone who accumulates 6 hours of watch time. Oh, Maurice, how I miss thee.
I miss him. I have to do my little head pats at the map.
I know. I hope he returns to us soon. Before we dive in, one last thing we did want to mention if you've been around for a few weeks. We're running a charity program at the moment, which I've been so psyched about, tied to Aurella's release, and it has already, well, it's finished, but it has over $200,000.
Oh my god.
And that's before the multiplier that we're still calculating right now. So thank you to everyone who contributed to that charity. It's going to a really great cause, the Saint Justine Foundation here in Montreal, to help kids and their moms. So thank you, thank you. We'll announce the final number when we have it from the numbers people, but it is well over $200,000. So crazy.
That's a lot of money.
Okay, without further ado, let's talk about Five Nights at Freddy's, playing a Springtrap, and bring out our dear friend Jay Guzzo, the killer's designer.
Ooh. Oh my god, that's loud.
Yeah, I think I heard that music somewhere.
I can't hear a word you're saying. This is really loud. Whoa, is that the music?
Damn, that's cool.
Is that his chase music?
If so, it's fun.
I think this might be the levels music right there. That might be his terror radius.
That might be Chase. Yeah, that's the Chase.
That's Chase.
Yeah, I heard it somewhere. It's fun. I'm fine with this music.
Fuck yeah. That sounds awesome.
Whoa! I was waiting for Jay to tell us when we're ready, but we're live. See, we told you it's live. You didn't believe us. Okay, so
Who the
hi,
hell is
Jay.
calling me right now?
So from the time that we announced that Five Nights at Freddy's was coming to Dead by Daylight.
Oh, fuck.
Obviously, the excitement has been off the charts for Freddy's fans, for DVD fans, for myself, you. And you know, people are speculating, who's the killer going to be? Are we going to get a map, etc., etc.? We answered those things in a high-level way at PAX a few weeks ago. Indeed, we will have a killer at Springtrap. For the first time ever, you get to play as Springtrap instead of be terrorized by Springtrap. Well, if you're a survivor, you'll still be terrorized. And also, we'll be
I hope
bringing
so.
Jay
Okay, I'm back.
has come here to join us. And if you have watched streams before, you would know Jay from such hits as Chucky and also Dracula. Jay is the killer designer on both of those, as well as Springtrap. So, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm excited to be here.
I'm also excited for you to be here.
Oh.
So let's get into it. So as I mentioned, you worked on some pretty iconic licenses already. So when you were assigned Five Nights at Freddy's, what was it like when you first started working on that chapter?
It was really interesting. I didn't have a lot of experience with it. Excuse me. My voice is a little dry today. I was obviously aware of it because it's become so iconic in such a short period of time. But I'm going to be honest, I didn't really realize how kind of the lore and the story went before I started kind of looking into this chapter. So it's been cool, and like the story is way more horrifying than I ever thought it would be, to be honest.
Oh yes, despite how cute it is, very horrifying. And
I
actually,
wonder if you
that's
watched Matt
a very
Pat's
initial
theories.
Common ground DVD fans and FNAF fans will have.
Please tell us we're going to get Matt Pat in here.
Much more than you'd expect. Once you dig in, it's really cool stuff, and it goes, like you said.
Oh man, I'm totally buying his skin if he ends up in this because he was in the movie.
You mentioned it. Sounds like you had to do a lot of research to get up to speed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Who's Matt Pat?
You know, one of my favorite things about doing
I sent you a link to his timeline
give me an excuse
or
I can
his theories,
become like a real big nerd
and you
on
haven't
one
watched
specific
it.
franchise or IP.
He's
I
the
don't
game theorist.
watch all the movies, Dracula, play the games, and watch stuff. So this one I did the same thing. I jumped in. My main thing was YouTube and Twitch, watching streams. I watched 60 to 70 hours of content of some of the more popular streamers, I guess we could say, all through all the games, including our stuff and things. You know, not just to see games and how they played, but also players, how they react, the community, how they react, what kind of, getting the inspiration for the experience of FNAF and Five Nights at Freddy's, excuse me.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
I think that's a really special thing. You didn't just
No,
tackle it
great
from a
choice.
mechanics point of view. You wanted to understand the community. You wanted to understand
Yeah.
the players. Make them feel as welcome in DVD as possible.
Yeah.
By Daylight, sorry. No, we're going to be doing this a lot. It's just quicker to use acronyms. So I think that's a great touch. So any surprises you found along the way as you were doing that?
Yeah, I mean, this won't be a surprise to most people, but it was to me, was, like I said, just how passionate the community is. They're, like you said, it's very similar to DVD in that respect of, like, very passionate fans and very passionate community who kind of, they watch the trailers and they watch gameplay and they pixel and they kind of start stringing things together.
He watched
and
Matt Pat.
all these different
He definitely watched Matt Pat, the game theorist.
pictures of us throwing them over them.
He definitely watched Matt Pat's game theories on this.
Hand drew some meme-worthy art, so maybe we'll have some more. But yeah, they're probably picking apart our outfits as we speak. Like, what does it mean? What does it? I just wanted people to see my cool new mint-colored shoes.
I just wanted people to see. I don't know if I can show it. My
He got socks.
socks for
Got
Christmas.
Freddy on the feet. Likewise, my son gave me his Freddy plush for good luck today. So we are loving it over here. So before we jump into the gameplay, why don't you tell us about how you started to approach the design of Springtrap?
Yeah, it was really interesting because obviously you know both games. Gameplay-wise, they're pretty diametrically opposed. Five Nights at Freddy's is really about sitting still, manage resources, battery, and try not to get killed. Whereas DVD is all about moving around, doing the gems. If you sit still, you're gonna get yourself
Not a
killed.
good strategy.
It's not a great idea. So it really became about kind of nailing down what the quintessential Five Nights at Freddy's experience is. Things like the security office, the battery power, all those amazing jump scares, and just kind of figuring out how to adapt that into the context.
Oh, perfect. So with that transition, let's get into Springtrap specifically and his gameplay.
Yeah. So one of the goals for Springtrap was to figure out how to lean into those jump scares, which are kind of the thing that Five Nights at Freddy's.
If they don't have random jump scares like they do with Doctor in this, I'm gonna be very upset.
Stealth killer, which is something we wanted to do. So I had this idea of doing something that we'd never really tried before, where we focus Springtrap kind of as a grab-based killer, because we have grabs in the movie. They are inherently jump scares into themselves. They're just right there. So we just kind of lean
Please
into
tell me
that
she won't have a
and
machete. I want
give
an axe.
more of those
Please.
opportunities.
There he is right there on screen.
There he is, yeah.
We even have another one of him doing a little bit of a grab.
Yeah.
Yes.
And yeah, and we gave
Oh, you got
God.
the map actually. Look at the map.
Cool.
Yeah,
Springtrap has
dude,
two weapons.
I'm looking at that second mouth. That is so creepy looking.
You've been talking about it. So
I
he's got
can't wait to
his
see
main
this
weapon,
in person.
a heavy fire axe. That's his power.
There you go. We got your axe.
How do
The
you
axe.
use the axe? How's it different from projectiles that other characters in Dead by Daylight use?
Yeah, so it's a very unique. It's not going to play like any other projectile killer that I've tried before. We wanted to do something a little bit interesting with it. So if you throw the axe and it hits something in the environment, whether it's a missed shot or it's deliberate, it creates an AoE that lasts about 15 seconds. And if a survivor walks through it, you get killer instinct on it for a short period of time.
Cool.
If you hit a survivor with it, it kind of gets lodged in their back.
Oh.
Chasing.
Kind of have an axe logic.
Oh.
So they can remove it manually, or they can do it quicker in co-op with another survivor. As Springtrap, you can also retrieve it yourself if you're getting close. You can skip kind of the steps of downing the survivor, up, getting close to the survivor that has the axe embedded in them. Hit the button, grab the axe, and the survivor at the same time.
That's so cool.
Jump scare, and then you're carrying them on your shoulder. Couple of little notes. One of them is while you have your projectile available,
Oh.
you move at 4.4 meters per second.
Oh, that's creepy.
But once you've thrown the axe, you actually move at 4.6.
Oh. So a hand
Something
twist
that
better
we've
than
never
added.
done base game
Cool.
for a killer. It makes for some really interesting tactical choices, meaning that you have to recall the axe manually. It never comes back to you automatically unless you throw it out of the map. Make a mistake. But yeah, as long as it's in the environment or your survivor or whatever it is, you have to manually recall it.
So it lightens his load a little bit, makes him a bit faster.
Exactly.
Perfect. So that brings us to another unique part of his gameplay, and I think super iconic to Five Nights at Freddy's, the security office. So let's get into that.
Yeah. So it was really important for us to give the killer and the survivor a really kind of interesting shared experience in that space, which allowed us to also jump scares. And some of the ways we came up with was to introduce a security office, which is part of any trial of the Springtrap as the killer. It's part of his power, but it acts as kind of a transitionary space. So we have 7 doors that appear randomly on the map, chest spawns, and these can be used by survivors or killers to teleport around.
Oh.
There be a door.
There it is.
There be a door.
Survivors can also use it for surveillance. So as a survivor, you interact with the door. It brings up the camera view. You'll get the kind of iconic map view in the bottom right of all the different cameras. On the bottom left, you'll see the battery power, which we'll talk about in a second. You can see what's going on in the other doors. You can switch between doors. If you see something that if it looks safe on the other end, press the button. Your character goes into the security office, and then it's kind of like a hands-off, almost like a theme park experience where you see this first person of the office.
Oh, cool.
And one thing you
That's
mentioned,
different
just
for
in
sure.
Folks playing,
So not instant.
regardless of what map you're playing on, this functionality, the security room will be there as long as Springtrap is the killer in the match.
Yeah, exactly. And as a survivor, if you happen to see Springtrap through a camera, turn your camera on him for a few seconds, he'll be revealed for the survivor.
Oh.
Oh, that's
What about if
awesome.
what if Springtrap goes in
Yeah,
at
that's
the same time as a survivor goes in at a different door and they meet?
Yeah, so since they can both use the doors in the security office,
Yeah.
we wanted to make sure that there was an opportunity for that interaction. So if the survivor is moving through that space from one door to the other, Springtrap
the little touches that the team has planted in there like that. I think
They were working really hard on this, and I bet Scott Cawthon
with this,
was
you mentioned the battery. Managing the battery is
agreeing to a lot of
part
the
this
stuff
as
that
well.
they
So how's that
finished
working
with.
for you?
Yeah, so survivors share a universal battery and share amongst all of them. It drains a little bit, kind of ticks down per second while you're using the cameras. We didn't want players to just be the man in the chair,
Yeah.
just sitting there and telling all their friends. So it drains a little bit using the teleporter to move around the map. Takes off a big old chunk in one shot, and then you have to kind of manage that battery as a team. It slowly recharges on its own over time.
Okay,
but you
that's
have to
good.
manage
Okay,
when
I like it, but on the other
if the
hand,
battery
I
does
see
run out,
trolling. Like,
Same.
just using it
doors, the cameras,
forever and
office
just getting
goes into
wall
shutdown
team
mode for
0%
45
in
seconds.
like 1 minute.
Springtrap
game.
is
Same.
not affected by that.
So,
So if the survivors have kind of overplayed their hand and they shut the security office down, they've kind of given up their one bit of power in this
Right.
chapter, and Springtrap can still use the doors and bounce around.
Ooh,
do whatever it
dangerous.
wants.
Dangerous. Fantastic.
Um,
But what about disabling the doors?
Yes.
Yes.
So to go back to the axe, if the killer hits either a camera or a door, the thing with their axe, that door and the camera becomes unavailable to survivors. They can't use it to teleport away. They can't teleport to that door, and they can't see through the camera that's disabled. Yeah. When the killer retrieves it, that effect lingers a little bit. It becomes a really cool way of like, I need to scope this area out, but I don't want to do it from another scene. Disable the door, around, use it to fake
Smart.
the survivors out.
Got it.
I
But it's
like
not
that.
permanent. The door can be used again after the accident.
Yeah. Unless
You're
it's
right,
shut
but
down.
they like
The survivors can't use it anyway.
Right. Cool. Okay. So speaking about moving around the map, which
Yeah.
it sounds like we have a new exciting way to do that. One of the coolest things about the chapter, in fact, is the map. Freddy Fazbear's Pizza is now a new map, a new level within Dead by Daylight for DVD fans, specifically in the Withered Isle realm. So what can you tell us about the map?
Yeah, so the art team and the level design team, much like we did a ton of research, and like I don't say this just because we're doing the stream here, but it's become like a favorite because I love it so much.
I wonder if the survivor kills
In the same way that we worked hard at kind of integrating a lot of
I don't care if it is or not.
killer gameplay,
just
their
wonder
team
if-
really wanted to make sure that they did the same when it comes to things like Easter eggs and scares on the map. So it really pays off if you're kind of an exploratory player.
That's me.
Amazing. So are there some areas that you want to shout out that Five Nights at Freddy's fans might recognize?
Yeah, I mean, there's gonna be a lot. You'll see a lot of small references and stuff. But
That ball pit
obviously
was a
there's
reference.
a lot of
Can we
iconic
teleport
areas
through it?
in the game, but we're also letting you exit the pizzeria to explore the inside a little bit, which is really cool. And we wanted to kind of add a little more space to allow for more dynamic chases and whatnot.
So it's like the
But
map
for
was
the
the
rooms, we've got the lobby,
cinema.
we've got the dining hall, of course. With
Yeah.
electronic stages, cool. And we have the arcade, which is it's all very kind of creepily decorated like a birthday party. And
There's a locker outside that hole.
Even the mechanical room.
I
which
see
is
a
cool.
pop-up.
You can
Oh, yeah,
see
there
a
you
little
go,
glimpse
yeah.
right there too.
Yeah, so altogether this should kind of feel like a formerly working
Yes.
pizzeria. And, of course, since it's Dead by Daylight, we into these weird pustules and deformations are everywhere to remind you exactly where you still are. And
You're
where
making
you
a
stopped.
judgment call on those pustules there, Jay.
But if you're a Five Nights at Freddy's fan, I think you're really going to love the map. They've done a lot of really cool work.
Yeah, it's super fun. And it looks really good too. The art team knocked it out of the park. But also with Springtrap wandering around, it's like a terror. And I think for Five Nights at Freddy's fans, like, you're going to be in familiar territory.
Yeah.
So one other nice thing that we did mention on the PAX broadcast, but I do want to mention it again, we're going to have a separate queue for this map specifically, which means you want to go to the game and you just want to check out the map. Normally, in the past, you'd be in the general rotation of maps and all that. Now you can go straight in just to the pizzeria without having to hope that you get there. So it's going to be its own queue when you join the game.
Yeah. And
That's
the
interesting.
feature that's going forward. Any chapter we will have a queue for that managed.
Perfect. Okay. How about some last tips
Yep.
for survivors and for killer players?
Yeah, so for the killer, as Springtrap, get used to the arc of the as I said, it's super unique compared to other projectile killers. We've done
Wait, you can
something that
curve
really
it?
allows you to kind of pull off some really
No
Like
way.
Huntress,
exclusive
it has that arc
ones
when you
and
throw it.
playtest has been super fun. So test that out, get used to it, and take advantage of the jump scares.
Oh yeah.
Especially if you're playing with your friends, hearing them shout in your ear is always a great time.
Um,
But for survivors, take advantage of the cameras and the doors. It may seem a little unsafe because you can get interrupted or whatever, but they're really valuable tools. You can get used to them, you can killer, kind of scoping out the area. Um, you'll get more of an advantage out of them. I think you realize at first.
heck yeah.
But yeah,
Well, Jay, thank you so much, as
Thank you.
always, for joining us on the couch with your wonderful work and the fun stuff that you've planted in there. Soon enough, people will get to play around with it. I know you're going to be glued to your Twitch screen so you
Oh,
can watch
yes.
people play it, test it out. Thank you so much for joining us. The show must roll on. So next, we're going to bring out our friend Justin Banks to fill you in on DVD's anniversary event.
Okay.
Bye bye. You got cut off.
This one's the last masquerade, huh? So they're doing something big for the 10th anniversary then. That looks like Wraith.
Actually, yes. It does.
And
think
if-
the one and the with later you look.
Okay, hold on a sec. Okay, now, if this is going to be the last one, hopefully they'll still continue to sell the masks and other anniversary stuff. If they aren't after this one, then I'm going to try to buy everything. Like, legitimately. I didn't know this was going to be their last one. That sucks that it's going to be the last one, but at least we're going to get something different because the first few years they were literally doing just the crowns. And then after that, they did the masks. I wonder what's next. I wonder if the reason why they're making this the final one is because the entity that keeps coming in and out is going to be a killer.
Oh my god, my throat.
And
I died.
killer?
No,
One
not
of
the
best
entity.
things, for Dead by Daylight that makes me really
The
excited
character
around this time
in
of
the
year is that
background.
there's always something to celebrate.
You hear her talk
And
all the
this year
time.
is no different because not only are we welcoming in Five Nights at Freddy's to the Fog, but also our anniversary event is right around the corner. So, what better way to party and welcome back at the anniversary event and get ourselves nice and warm by the fire than with Justin Banks?
Thank you, Dork. I'm really happy to be back with all you guys out there. It's another masquerade, another year where they dust me off, take me out of the locker, and get me to talk to you guys about what is happening for this year's masquerade.
Yeah, and I'm super excited to hear how we're going to be partying it up in this year's anniversary event.
So there's lots of stuff going on, and it's a special one because, as I think you saw by the title just before, after 4 years, this is going to be our final masquerade. We have lots of laughs, lots of fun, and the response to all of the gameplay, the cosmetics, the aesthetics have all been incredible.
Her, the one on the
since
top.
party started.
She's the entity that I was talking about.
Event is actually going to start
What do you mean she's
about
the
a month
entity?
and run
She
from
is
June
the
1st
entity
to
for the
July
masquerade events for the last few years.
We're sad to see it go. I mean, it was a really, really fun
No
theme
idea.
that we worked on.
You weren't here during
Kind
these
of a gap
events.
we're
You'll
going
see her
every
whenever
single year.
it comes
But
up.
we're going to close out with one last big hurrah before moving on to something completely brand new for our 10th anniversary next year. So I don't want to hype, I don't want to tease, but come back a year from now and we're going to have something really special for you.
I'm really excited to see what we come up with. But also, when in terms of actual gameplay, we were talking about the return of Twisted Masquerade. Is it true that the team decided to work on fine-tuning what we've currently got instead of adding new things to the whole shebang?
Yeah, exactly. So there's a few things that we're doing to really focus on the quality of life of the game overall.
Drake,
So
full
you've
custom.
seen all of you guys out there. I don't even know what camera I'm looking at. That one. All of you guys out there, you've all seen how we're pushing for quality of life. We want to make sure that it's a game that it's the game you guys deserve. You've stuck with us for such a long time. We're fixing long-standing bugs. We're adding features to just improve your overall experience, and we want
It's
that to
creepy.
translate to how we deal with events as well. So we made the decision to focus a lot of our resources on that quality of life, and less so on adding some new gameplay features for this final Twisted Masquerade event.
Okay, so in terms of that, then, what can players expect to see returning to the fog with this Twisted Masquerade?
So returning, well, I can just summarize by saying all the really cool stuff that we've done before.
You know what's gonna be my
Again,
fate
it's fun to
online
work on this stuff year after
the
year.
FNAF PTB
So what
will
we have
come out?
coming back are the invitation powers
Drake.
that are super fun that you can collect
What?
as Survivor or Killer. And you'll
5
get
nights
powers
in
that
Toa
you can
time.
charge for as the match goes on. We are bringing back the bag of tricks that we introduced last year,
5 nights.
which creates a random effect on the match, that happens based on the progression of computer generators, accumulated with whatever hook stages are at, to really keep things dynamic, keep it moving. We're also bringing back Father Campbell's chapel, decorated for the entire party, and it's still all the same decorations as last year, but
Nope,
we're signaling
still not there yet.
The party's coming to an end over there. Yeah. And we'll even have a little bit of Five Nights at Freddy's theming showing up in our anniversary lobby.
Okay, I love the fact that the lobby is going to be like a party in more ways than one. Plus all the returning content. I mean, what's not to love there? I cannot wait to get my hands on my invitation just to cause ruckus. So when you're talking about the quality of life, though, are the players going to be able to experience that in the gameplay with Twisted Masquerade this year?
Absolutely. So when you're looking at how quality of life applies to the game as a whole, it's like, well, there are some elements of events that could work better for a better player experience. So while by and large everything from the event was really well received, people enjoyed invitation powers, the bag of tricks, etc., there was one big friction point from last year that we wanted to fix, which was the remote hook power for the invitations. So we've tweaked that a little bit just to apply some quality of life to this event itself, to make sure that as a killer's using it, it's no longer instant. You can just look at a hook and bam, the survivor goes there.
Okay.
Now what will happen is the survivor has to look at a hook, they'll hold a button for a period of time, and then the survivor will be teleported. And it will also be obvious that the killer is doing this, so the survivors have time for their counterplay to make them drop their button. So we're really hoping that creates some more friendly gameplay, some less abusive elements, and just an overall much better party for everyone to play through.
That remote hook thing is just like what we have for the 2v8.
In addition to that,
Bitching and moaning, who cares?
On our host of the anniversary that we've shown around quite a few assets we showed off last year in a lot of ways. Our darling Trix. So
Okay, her name is
this the
Trix.
last
Okay,
Masquerade,
I could not
her presence is
remember.
going to be a little less felt, so you won't hear her or see her as often.
Why?
And then she'll just be Masquerade fading away into the fog, you could say.
Oh, that's really sad that we're going to see her fading away, but I understand.
Why ain't she gonna become a character?
Yep.
So, with this being the last hurrah, what does this mean for the
A playable character, I mean.
rewards and outfits?
So this is probably one of my favorite parts to talk
The
about,
next
because when we see these
thing is
concepts
only
every
Survivor,
year,
right?
it's amazing. These are so creative and fun to work on. So
She's too
want
powerful
use
to
our
be a
final
survivor.
Masquerade as a way to catch up on all original characters
I
who
know
did
what
not
the
previously
will
have a
cut
mask or
her
outfit.
head off or
Okay.
something.
So what you would see here is that we are adding masks for any survivors that are
Ooh.
originals that do
Vittorio
not
is
previously
gonna
have
get
a
one.
mask. So
Nice.
we've got one for Vittorio,
Codex is gonna get
for
one.
Sable, Claudette, and Orella.
Claudette never got one?
On the killer side, we only had one that's missing a mask, so we have a mask for Hound Mask.
Oh my!
And then
I
what
think
we
they
have to
fucked it
supplement
up.
that to keep 6 collectible pieces per roll is 5 killer anniversary weapons.
I like the
that will be
Houndmasters.
amazing. So for that, we've got one for Trapper,
Dude,
Nurse,
they all look
Assassin,
cool.
and
Yeah,
Spirit.
they all look
I
perfect.
cannot wait to get my hands on
I
that
want them
spirit
all.
one.
Yeah.
Maybe not.
The spirit one does look cool.
So damn good.
So good.
And we've not left out 2 other characters, because those are going to get the fully earnable outfits
Okay.
from the event. So we've got
Spirit
David
looks like a
King
dragon.
and
Yeah,
the
that's
Wraith.
right.
There they are.
Fully decked
I knew it
out,
was
ready to
Wraith.
Celebrate the party. So with that, we're catching up on all of our original characters, making sure
I
that
don't like this outfit.
everyone
It
is able
makes
to
me
dress
looks
for
like
the party for our final masquerade, which I think is really
David's
cool.
ready to kick someone's ass.
And one thing that we've started to do over the past few years is introduce what I'm calling guests to the party.
Okay.
So some licensed characters who are getting outfits. Now, I don't want to spoil anything, so stay tuned for Hollis's section after, as he shows you who is guest starring at the party.
Okay. And hopefully they've rolled a nat 20 in style.
Oh, come on.
Okay, so I know a lot of people are going to be thinking about this, myself included. I'm very curious. So when it comes to the time-limited Twisted Masquerade collection and the items, what happens?
So, as we've done for events and event collections in the past, like this one, we have it only available during the period of the event, and then when the event happens again next year, all of the previous iterations come back in the store. Since this is the last masquerade, what we're doing is going to be a little different. We have to adapt because we don't want these to fade away forever. So we are tentatively planning for these to come back in the store permanently at a certain point in the future, though I can't give specifics exactly when that is going to be.
Okay.
So when this masquerade ends, everything will disappear, and when we know when they are coming back, we are certainly going to be communicating on it, so players can be aware and they know when they can come back and get any masks they missed, or if they joined us later, come in and pick them up then.
That's going to be awesome, especially because like
Okay.
this time of year, anniversary is like a huge thing for our community. So this is a huge win, I know.
Okay, so it's not
also,
gone forever. That's good.
Something else to make this a little bit more special.
Absolutely. So I was talking about how we want to make sure all of our originals have masks or outfits that celebrate the party, but we want to make sure that all of our players have access to all of these originals too to celebrate with. So what we're doing is we're putting all of our original characters on free trial for the entire duration of the event. So if there's a survivor, a killer that you've not ever played before,
all
you're
of them?
interested about, pick them up, play them in the normal queue, play them in the event queue, really go nuts. And then if you actually want to keep them, we're going to have some really sick sales going on, so we'll get them at a really nice price and keep celebrating with them.
In-game
Thank you so much
sale
for giving us the full rundown on the anniversary event
and
the
free
Masquerade.
practice.
So sad to hear that it's going to be going soon, but we're going to keep it together.
It's going to go out with a bang.
At least we have that, right? At least we have that. All right, so next up, joining me on the couch is going to be a new face to the stream. So please join me in the chat with a warm welcome for Hollis, who's going to be giving us a full rundown on the latest collections that will be rolling into the fog.
At least it's not going to be gone forever, so we may not get it for another year or two for those cosmetics. I'm willing to wait, especially if it's going to be Vecna.
I don't care, to be honest.
Bum, 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 dun, dun.
I might actually start to try the Springtrap, to be honest.
Start what?
Try it with Springtrap.
Okay, we'll see. You may not like him, that's the thing.
Yeah,
You thought you were going to like Kaneki, but you ended up hating him.
that's what I told Might.
Okay, it is upcoming collections time. You know I love talking about collections, and here with me
Yeah,
to talk
I didn't
about
know
them
Connect
is
was gonna be a
new
fucking
face,
bullseye.
our senior live specialist, operations specialist, Hollis, to give us the full rundown on everything that's going to be coming to the Dead by Daylight in-game store in the next couple of months. So welcome to the store.
Thank you.
So Hollis, how about you go ahead and give us a rundown about your role?
Yeah. So my day-to-day consists mostly of scheduling and setting things up for the in-game store. So stuff you see like the collection banners, featured outfits, the bundles, for the DF sales, stuff like that. I've also worked on a few of the collections you guys may have seen in the store. So on fashion, chrysalis, noir, horse, the collection. And on that note, speaking of content creation, I am sort of moving further in that direction as I'll be personally heading up tons of player cards going forward.
Okay. Speaking of player cards, that was actually one thing we missed to talk about in our last segment. I was just sitting down with Justin, where we're going to have badges and banners coming in as other things in the event. I'm super excited. But also, thank you for the Chrysalis collection. Oh my god, I'm a huge Chrysalis fan. But with all of that said, like I said, I just sat down with Justin and they gave us a full rundown about the Twisted Masquerade when it
Yeah, so just mentioned we have some really cool exclusive event rewards. We also have some exclusive store rewards for this masquerade. This time around, we have
Someone
some
said remove the
outfits
illusion
for
from 2v8.
which Vecna.
Oh,
Oh, what the hell? That looks so weird.
what the fuck is that?
Whoa.
Man, I should grow a mustache like that.
Who was that? Ace?
Magnificent.
Oh, it's beautiful. Plus, as always, all the masks and outfits from previous years will also be returning to the store. You'll be able to find a few select masks and bundles from Code and
Oh, yeah,
Survivor.
so you can buy
And
every
for
mask
anyone who
there
missed
is.
the masquerade last year, we'll also have a bundle with rewards for that. So if you have known outfit, you play a card, all that will be available in the store on June 25th.
But I don't have
Start of the
money.
event.
Okay. So is there going to be any like fantastic sales happening as well?
There might be. So we're going to be doing 30% off almost everything in the store for outfits released before the Finance of Freddy's chapter. On top of that, we'll be doing 25 to 50% off almost all the characters. And as Justin mentioned, if you find a character you like during the free trials, it's a great time to pick them up and add them to your roster.
Okay. All right. So and as well, obviously, kind of touched on it. Brace yourself. This is a bit emotional, but after this, the party will be over. We are. I know.
This is so
I know. Let's keep it together.
Shreks, don't leave me.
Let's keep it together. But we're gonna be okay because before we close the curtain, we've got other things happening right before, right?
That's correct. On June 17th, we have our highly anticipated Five Nights at Freddy's chapter releasing, along with it, the Five Nights at Freddy's collection. Now, as you know, Dave and Matt already revealed one of the outfits at PAX, but we've got a few more to show off today that no one's seen quite yet.
Okay.
But in case you did miss PAX, first of all, what are you doing?
Yeah. What are you doing?
Second of all, you would have saw that we revealed our Yellow Rabbit legendary outfit for our new killer Springtrap. This is an incredible outfit from the Finance of Freddy's movie. It features the likeness of Matthew Lillard, who played William Afton on screen before the Springlock.
Oh, wait, before?
Into Springtrap.
Look at the blood,
Now, this
though.
outfit has original voiceover from Matthew Lillard.
He said fatally.
Just for Dead by Daylight, as well as the special voiceover and animations around it.
Okay. I cannot wait to get my hands on that. But are there going to be other versions of Springtrap coming into the fog as well?
There is. We also have a
Let's go!
Which trap first appeared in Finance of Freddy's Help Wanted, and its sequel, Help Wanted 2, where he played a very crucial role in the story. So it's amazing to have him as part of this collection. And as an added bonus, for both legendary outfits, when you unlock them, you will receive a portrait badge of those characters as well. So
Nice.
a portrait badge for Springtrap and a Yellow Rabbit portrait with Matthew Lillard's likeness by that as well. We also have two very rare outfits for Springtrap, which are both taken from Finance of Freddy's special delivery, the mobile AR game, which are Clown Springtrap.
Oh, I didn't know that was a thing.
Oh!
Ooh, the toxic one.
Not straight from the game, just like fans will remember him. We put our own twist on Toxic Springtrap to really make him our own. But that's not all. For the survivors out there who want to show their love for FNAF, there will be Freddy Fazbear's t-shirts available for all original survivors.
What about Nicolas Cage?
It's going to be great. I mean, I love
What about that one movie he was in? Willy's.
This nice, cool, casual look. And I think because of that, it's why I love the next collection that we're talking about.
Casual is a great way to describe it because this collection is simply called the Casual Collection. And as the name implies, it focuses on streetwear and casual clothing, letting us add more variety to characters who've kind of been stuck with one look in the past. So, for example,
Quentin?
Gabriel, who's often portrayed in space-themed outfits, we finally gave him something more casual to show a different side of his character.
What about Quentin? He doesn't have anything else.
Man, isn't he?
Handsome man.
Handsome.
I like his hair.
On top of Gabriel, we also have outfits for Tori, who will be taking a break from her cult robes.
That looks so good.
One I know you're very excited about, which is Talita, who is getting some pants, escaping her shorts and skirt purgatory that she was in for a bit there.
Talita mentioned, yes, pants!
Thank you, Eric. We love pants!
Pants!
Spam pantsy notes.
Yeah.
Those exist. And finally, we have outfit for Hattie as well. And this collection will be in the store on July 2nd, right at the start of summer.
Funny for
I cannot
Legion.
wait.
then
Obviously, I'm very excited for pants.
Pants.
Pants. But with that, I mean, especially because like with the pants, I get to be nice and comfortable while I'm hanging on the hook. I mean, I'm gonna be there anyway. I might as well be comfortable, right?
It'll be awkward if you want hook with no pants.
Yeah. That would be pretty bad, Olive.
They got that for Sable.
But, we also want
She's
people
in a
to be
bikini.
nice and comfortable as well while they're slaying and putting people on hooks, which reminds me why we're bringing up the Boulay Brothers collection, which will be joining the fog on July 8th, coming in with a very rare for the Huntress and a legendary for the artist.
That's right. And since the artist's outfit is a legendary outfit inspired by the
Oh,
Wheeler
yeah.
Brothers themselves, buying that one will get you an exclusive Wheeler Brothers themed portrait badge.
Yes. Oh, I'm so excited. So excited to get my hands on that.
Sneak preview.
Well, I mean, this is the best segue because we're going to be talking about a fan favorite returning.
Yes, that is right. The Waterfront Master Collection is back. And for anyone out there who doesn't know what the Waterfront Master Collection is, it's basically Day at the Beach gone terribly, horribly wrong for our characters. This time around, we have outfits for Elodie, Orella, Ace,
Oh, cool.
and Xenomorph.
Xenomorph.
So
Xeno?
Orella are both getting some nice boots.
Wait, what?
Let me see the Xeno. Show the fucking show the killer. Fucking show Xeno.
Something special.
Very special.
He's rocking a leopard print speedo.
Wait,
and,
I'm not stupid. He
It
said
says a
Xeno.
very short robe. And don't worry, all the people out there who hear you typing in chat, I can confirm this outfit is mix and match. So you can go ahead and make those speedos a part of whatever outfit you like. If you want to put it with the top hat from Alice in Wonderland collection, you can. We're not going to stop you. That's called fashion. Finally, we worked closely with 20th Century Games on our take of an aquatic xenomorph. It's
Oh, whoa!
Shit! That looks cool.
Very cool, and honestly, we don't want to run that while swimming.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's got the thing on his head.
Master Collection, as well as
Dude.
Ace's Speedo, could be available in the
I
store.
want it.
I already
was
know
so
a
cool.
very distinct group of people.
I thought he was going to be wearing like a bikini or something. That would have been hilarious.
During 2BA.
I'm angry.
And they're
I'm
gonna be
angry
wearing
and
the
bro.
hell out of that speedo.
So these functions we have pants gang and no pants gang now.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Choose your size.
There's so many things that I want.
But thank you so much for joining me on the couch to talk about all the latest collections of
Dude,
Fog.
I
I'm super excited.
might have a new favorite skin.
Thanks for having us. This is so much fun.
It's so much fun.
If it translates from 2D to 3D as good as it looks from that 2D, it's my favorite.
Talk about the creator program. So stay tuned.
That's what I meant. Actually,
I was kind of hoping I'd see the alien in like swim trunks, a bikini or something. No, they made him an aquatic monster. Because they did it with Spirit and Huntress. They put them in their bikinis.
waiting for school merch bikini.
Yeah, I'm expecting that. I mean, like, she's got that body that people like, but nobody likes to play as her or against her because she's a literal trash killer right now. They gutted her so bad that she is really hard to play as. That's kind of the reason why I haven't tried to learn her. Is because as soon as I heard that they were gonna gut her, I decided to stop trying to figure her out. So I'm gonna wait for the new one to come out for her redesign in order to learn her.
Imagine,
We're back.
imagine Springtrap and
How
bikini.
about them?
That would be fucking hilarious.
If there was no sound effect, that would be so funny.
Yeah. New stream capabilities, the technology is amazing. Just a quick note, I did see people, they thirsting for whatever the Hattie cosmetic is. We just didn't have an image for it, I'm sorry, so please just stay tuned a little longer. It's
Oh, her name is actually
all right,
Dork?
now we're gonna talk
That's
about the
hilarious.
program.
Her name means whale
So,
penis.
A past 2 weeks ago, as we've said a couple times, we did a big stream there. We did mention
I don't know if
the
that's
new
true.
program on the horizon.
Don't quote me on that.
With more details in the next stream, which is this stream. So let's do that. It's today. So
Could be
that's
hair
what
on
we're
elephant's
doing.
nut.
The current creator program, as you probably know, is called Fog Whisperers. They're an amazing group of people that I've gotten to meet a bunch of now. Very thankful for that. They're awesome content creators on all things Dead by Daylight, and it's while many of those relationships are going to continue for sure, it's also time that we're going to open the door to new folks. This is something we've heard a lot of. How can I get into the program? So that's what we're going to start doing. So for starters, we're actually going to retire the name Fog Whisperers.
Aw,
Remains
that's what I wanted to be.
the stratosphere as the Fog Whisperer Pantheon. And we're rebranding it as the Dead by Daylight Creator Program. Yes.
Yes, but don't worry, for anyone wondering, most Fog Whisperers are still staying on with us as pillars of our new creator group, so do not worry about that. And on top of the new name, actually, the goal of our creator program is to make partnering with Dead by Daylight So if you're a creator and you've always wanted to work with Dead by Daylight, now is the time to make that
Oh,
happen.
so better for
Yes.
you, I guess.
So, some benefits
But I
of
wanted to be a
the events so far,
whisperer.
Dork mentioned, other opportunities like
I mean,
access
the
to live
whispers
events,
just
like
get
PAX,
fired. So-
giveaways for your communities, new ways to engage with the game, like getting regular updates on major releases before anyone else gets those updates. Early access opportunities to stream and capture content, and even be featured in our content, like on streams like today. So we're going to be testing out something other than that, which is really cool because I get to work directly on it, called Support a Creator program. It's a program within a program, I suppose. But your Support a Creator has become kind of a industry standard thing you might be familiar with. It's a chance for you as the community of a streamer or YouTuber or whatever, to support your favorite creator with your purchases in the game. You don't need to pay any extra, but you put in their creator code, and they get a cut of the Oric cells that you're buying in Dead by Daylight. So we're going to do a little pilot
Oh.
of that, see how it goes. If it goes
Really?
well, we do hope to roll it out wider in larger.
So basically, if I got the
Wouldn't be a
$10
creator
one,
subject without Twitch shirts.
it'd go towards the
Whew,
creator
shirts.
at
I woke up in the
Stavar
middle of the night thinking
for
of
like
Twitch
20%
shirts.
of that.
Hot
So you
sauce.
get
Hot
$2
sauce.
out of
Well,
it.
that's just me.
It's quite a bit.
Okay, so Twitch shirts.
Just
Twitch
using
shirts
that as
has
an
become a
example.
big thing, as you know. It was never meant to become a big thing, but also wasn't well defined. How do I get them? Why does that person get them and I don't get them? And I think those are totally fair questions. And actually, we wanted to tie it to the launch of this new creator program, so it was very clear. Here's the guidelines to get into the creator program. You get into the creator program, you get a Twitch shirt. So that's the new way of getting the Twitch shirts. The old throwing them out randomly method has been retired for now, at least. So if you get into the new creator program, you're rewarded with a lot of things, but also a Twitch shirt. So
Is there a new
we're
tag
working
for
on
it?
that. So we're going to be granting the upcoming Twitch shirts for our next original survivor to the creator program folks, and anyone who already has Twitch shirts, you get to hold on to the ones you have, but we won't continue to build your Twitch shirt collection. You got to get into the creator program.
Yes, so if you're interested in adding your voice to our community of creators, our new Dead by Daylight creator program website is now live, where you can go ahead and read the code of conduct and find out how you can go ahead and fill the
What
form
is it?
to apply to get yourself submitted into the program. So the links should already be pinned in chat.
Give the
Yep,
links.
and our creator team, which is kind of a sister team to our team, it's not us, they're going to be at TwitchCon EU, that's short for Europe, just from May 31st to June 1st in Rotterdam. So you can go chat with them in person and get more details, make sure that they become aware of you. What does that mean?
Introduce
What a
yourself.
weird, that's, thank you, English. I just learned English. But also a really cool thing we're doing
I found
at
the
TwitchCon
website.
is sponsoring the Horror Games Community Meetup. We attended it last year at TwitchCon North America. It was super dope. I got to go and meet a bunch of you cool creators. But now it's sponsored by Dead by Daylight, which is kind of fitting, so you can go and enjoy that and meet some of the team there. Okay, enough about creators. Let's answer some questions from the community. Let's do a Q&A. Nope, sorry. One more thing we're going to do. We're going to talk about the stats tracker I mentioned at the top of the show.
Yes.
Mhm.
Right?
That's what I'm curious about.
It's a live stream, folks. It's a live
It's
stream.
going insane.
In a couple of weeks, we're going to be debuting a new feature that you guys have been asking for a long time, which is the official Dead by Daylight stats tracker. So, for anyone who knows the game, a lot can happen over the course of a trial. You can boon a totem, get hooked. You can get a pallet stun, get hooked. You know, plenty of things happen.
Including getting hooked.
And so, yeah, especially. So players have always wanted to know more information about their matches, and this website is going to be the key to getting you that information.
What I should have done at the start of this, Emil, get ready. I should have said stats tracker and the air horn. So let's try it. Stats tracker!
Nice timing.
Yes. We're in the 21st century.
They did it
Stats
right
are
on
being
cue.
tracked as far back as September 1st, 2020. That's just a limitation on the data that we have. So we're going back to September 1st, 2020. So you'll be able to see your own personal journey in Dead by Daylight, or when the person just walked into the room. and all your milestones over that time. The team has been looking at it, actually approaching it like a fitness app, which I think is a cool approach for killers and survivors, which I think would keep you fit actually for one of those things.
Well, I mean, survivors run all the time.
Yes. Yes. So it should be a fun way to track your personal progress.
Yeah. The Stats Tracker website is going to launch on June 17th, and you'll be able to access it either on desktop or mobile. So it's super simple to use, and all you'll need is a behavior account with at least one platform you play Dead by Daylight linked with it. You can also link multiple platforms with prompt progression and combine all your stats from wherever you play the game. There's the general statistics page at the start where you can see your global stats like hours played, specific play time and matches, total matches, and more. You can also switch between the main stats for killer and survivor.
Yes, select one and you'll be able to see things like who your most played characters are, who top characters are for each role. You can dive in each character and dig into details like emblems, average blood points earned, and even more than that.
Yeah, so we'll also be showing you super useful details like what your top perks were, both in terms of your hit rate, your kill or escape rate. You can also see which perks really drive the most success for you and the way you play the game.
Yep, and a few more things you might be wondering about. The site will be super current. So meaning your match history will update almost immediately after a match is finished in the game. So stats also refresh every 24 hours, meaning, where'd it go? Yeah. If you link a new platform, which some people may be doing, it could take up to 24 hours before you start seeing those platform stats in the tool. And finally, it could change in the future too. This is a first iteration, as with most of the things we put out. First iteration, we build on it. It's going to focus on 1v4 matches and major seasonal events like Blood Moon, Anniversary, Halloween, and the Winter event. And as of now, custom matches won't be counted in your stats, but we're going to be looking at adding limited time events like Lights Out, Chaos Shuffle, and even 2v8 in the future down the road.
I can't wait with Chaos Shuffle for it to tell me how many times I got reminder. I would love that. And like with everything we do here at Dead by Daylight, the stats tracker is something as Eric said, we're going to be building on. So there's already a ton in there that we want to make sure that is available for players. But if there's anything you want to see added, feel free to let us know on socials so that we can let the team know and see about updating it for the future.
So keep an eye out for more info. We're very close to that release. It's actually going to release alongside this chapter, which is scheduled for June 17th of this year. So only a couple of weeks away. And as I tried to transition to before, why don't we do a Q&A?
Some Q&As.
Yeah, let's jump to it. I don't know if do we have a card thing? We got 2 minutes. Oh, okay. We're close to PTV time, so we're going to zoom. Okay. We have 2 live streams in 1 month. Five Nights at Freddy's Anniversary. We know you.
Not there yet.
Oh, Jesus. Sorry, I'm reading what was written for me. Okay, here's the actual question. There have been complaints about cheats and hackers in the game at the moment. Is there something you can say about how you're addressing this?
The war against cheaters and hackers is a long-standing one, and that's for sure. And while it will always be there, there are definitely steps that we are taking to resolve this as much as possible. So during the upcoming months, you can expect to receive clearer game
Maybe
rules,
pick a
code
survivor
conduct,
that
and
is
regular
above
updates
the
on our war
ground
against cheaters, as
fighters.
well as
That should
strengthening
work.
our anti-cheat protocols. That's not all that we're doing, of course, but there will also be other things that we can't discuss. As we get more closer to that, we'll be giving you more information on, and we don't want to be giving cheaters and hackers roundabouts for our protocols.
Yeah, we can't give them that peek that I've heard.
Yeah.
Cheaters are losers. Yesterday, the developer updated Go Next for them.
From a dev, cheaters are losers.
Off the hook. And how will the feature prevent
I mean,
survivors leaving the game early?
There's a PTP!
So Go Next,
Mom?
otherwise known as giving up on the hook early in the match. Firstly,
and
it
felt
really
Hold on,
is bad
shut up.
for everyone involved
I'm listening.
in the Survivor team. And the killers, because sometimes they have things that they've got to do too.
8
So
gigabytes.
frustration around this
I don't have it yet.
is high as of late, and with the
I have
test
it.
happening in the PTB, the chance to get off the hook early in the match will be removed, unless you have perks or offerings that affect Deliverance and Wicked will stay the same, and their activation conditions have not changed. For example, playing for the hatch. So when two survivors are left, and the survivor that is hooked will try to allow themselves to die faster, so that the other person can get the hatch. Um, that is still going to happen in the game as well.
Right. With the bulk spending option, so another awesome quality of life feature coming with this release, will we be allowed to choose what items that we can spend our BP on?
So in this iteration, you could actually choose how many levels you can, like, you'll want to spend your blood points on. So you can't currently choose that very specifically. And it's going to be done automatically, and you will receive a pop-up that shows what was purchased after it's completed, and it's going to be very quick. So we'll monitor the
There we go.
feedback on this.
I got it
and,
now.
See how it performs, and then we'll make some changes moving forward.
Oh, this one's for me. What is Eric's favorite animatronic? Ugh. So people who follow me might remember I put up a picture that my son drew that I thought was Shrek. And then I posted it, and people were like, "That's Springtrap, idiot!" And then everyone speculated Springtrap was coming to the game, which at the time I had zero knowledge of. But
That's
because of
funny.
that, Springtrap for sure is my favorite animatronic because I lived through some stuff with that.
Wrecking DBD.
Yeah, I think for me it would have to be Fantastic.
He would throw all
Gotta be
onions
classic.
on you to injure
Okay,
you.
are you going to continue
Okay,
with
just to let you know, since I'm downloading it now, I am going to be lagging a lot,
We are
so
definitely continuing
sorry.
with the quality of
And I'm
life
also going to
features
end the
and
stream after
price
this is
changes.
done so I could
Don't
download
worry about
faster.
that. With this BTB, we'll be focusing on the next feature, bulk blood point spending, and extreme hiding. Then, in the upcoming releases, we'll be focusing on phase 2 of the plan, so more information will be available as we head closer to that phase. But rest assured, this is still a very large focus for us. This is very important, and we want to be very careful with making sure we're addressing issues in the correct way the first time.
Final
Yeah.
question, where is Maurice? If you're new to the game, Maurice is our beloved horse who happens to have 3 eyes and drips of blood.
Yeah.
He's been missing from the game for a few weeks. And I think now is the time to let people know
Yeah,
He's
let
the
me
new
know.
killer.
he's on vacation to Japan. I'm serious.
Without me?
Without you, without me, pretty selfish.
Yeah.
He's the
if
new
you want a
killer.
glimpse
That'd be funny.
into his adventure in Japan, you gotta play that new Assassin's Creed game.
Oh, son of a bitch, he went.
Collab.
They put him into another
Find
game.
out for yourself. Maurice will return soon. I hope.
Please come back.
So, that's it. You've listened to us yammer long enough. I don't have the time, but I believe we're already past time, so PTB should already be rolling out. Thank you for joining us for Five Nights at Freddy's official stream, and we hope you're as excited about the chapters we are.
Yes, and from all of the requests, we know you probably are. So thank you so much for sitting here with us, and now it's time for you to go and play the live PTB and test drive Springtrap for the first time.
We've got tons more of amazing content coming your way this year, and the anniversary is also just around the corner, so stay tuned for good stuff to come. And creators, we hope to hear from you soon.
Yes, so thank you everyone for the welcome back to streaming messages on Twitter. This is a live stream,
Yes.
dang it. But we will be rolling out into the fog now, so you stay safe out there. Good luck in hiding and hunting.
And let's get one more air horn right now. Thank you, everybody. Have fun.
I bet that air horn is because of FNAF. They have that in
Bye,
a few games. Alright.
bye, Shrek, dude.
Alright. Now, I'm going to exit out of this. How long is it going to take? It's going to take me about an hour, so I'll be back in an hour. Alright, guys? It's already 30% done anyway, so it's probably going to be less than that. So as soon as it's done, stick around and be ready for that. I'll see you guys in a bit.